Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Rolling Through Life. My name's Wanda. Sorry about my eyes. I just had a coughing fit. Okay, today I thought I would talk about some of the projects I'm working on. So I think I'll start with a finished project I just did. I'm starting to work on origumari. Yeah, origumari. Maybe one of these days I'll get it correct. But I was working at it with a smaller weight yarn, and I was having a problem figuring it out. But so I used a thicker yarn with a larger needle, and I think I have it worked out to where I can follow the patterns easier. So I went and made this little hippo. Little eyes. I have to work on my, my little, sewing techniques there a little bit. And I think maybe his eyes I could have brought over just a tad. But he's got a cute little tail. He's adorable. And then what I did notice, let me get my eyeglasses on. I can't even see myself. What I did notice is like when I do decreases, I'm having some gaps, so I have to watch that and make sure they close up real well. But I think for my first finished origumari, you know what I'm talking about, I did a pretty good job. And with smaller yarn and smaller needle, I think it'll even be better. So yeah, that's my first one. I was going to give this to someone that adopted me as a grandma, but I think it's just too messed up to give away. So I'm going to make her another one. So yeah. And what I'm working on now, this is a train wreck. Well, kind of a train wreck. Okay, I don't know if you've heard of temperature blankets. But what I had done, my youngest grandchild, I went from her birthday, I wrote down all the average temperatures throughout, from the day she was born to her first birthday. And I assigned a different color for each 5 degrees of temperature. So, let me show you what I did so far. I got like a month and a half done. I committed on doing 3 days a day, so that way it can be done by the end of the year. Because I got 2 other grandchildren to do it for yet. But this is it so far. It's going to be big enough for a full-size bed, so she can, take it to college or whatever. This is going to be the tedious work, is weaving all these ends in. But I've been trying to go through and do a couple every day, but it's just tedious. But that's what I finished on that so far. If you can remember the last time I showed this, I had, some of this weaved in, but it was like really jaggedy. But I went and worked on it. Let me turn it around this way. Went and worked on it, and my ends look so much more straighter. I mean, there's a little bit of here, but once you put the border on, that won't be noticeable, but it does look a lot better. That was 3 kinds of ripping out, because I guess in some rows I was crocheting too tight, so it was buckling. So as I redid it, I was running out of yarn and had to do a lot of, attaching yarn again. So it's a lot more weaving in than originally was. But anyways, I have this container I have in, it's all the yarns in here, and I have it to where everything's in order, so I can count from 0, and then in 5 increments I can count and I know which yarn I need. I mean, I have this little list here as a backup, but I pretty much have it in the order I need. What ticked me off the other night, I went and was barreling around the corner in my apartment and forgot that I had placed this by one of the corners, and I kind of misjudged, and I tore it all up. And I was looking on for prices to replace this, because it's one of them foldable ones to where, you know, when you're not using it, just slide it in the closet. They're like $40, so I gotta find another bin to put that stuff in that will hold it just right to keep my colors in order, so that way it doesn't take forever to look for the color yarn I'm needing at that moment. So that's what I'm working on. Hopefully next week I'll show you at least a few more inches of that done. And then the last thing I'm working on is, you remember my black and white cat. That was a total failure. So I decided just to go with gray, just one color, because for me black is very hard to see. I've got this done so far, and I got the little holes there for the ears. So that's what I have so far on that, and it's working out much better. I finally figured out, you know, I got to write down what row I'm on, and taking that book, I took the book apart and put it in plastic paper, plastic, you know, the sleeves that you put paper in. Anyways, I'm using that, and that way I can use a dry erase marker on it for which row I'm done, and it just seems to be working out so much better. So yeah, that's the cat I'm working on right now. I'm hoping to have at least 2 of the larger ones done for the craft show, and I want to have at least 20 or 30 small ones. So if any of you do these, you know, let me know. I mean, the small ones will be like in the Caron Simply Soft with a, I think, size 3.5. Yeah. I don't know how much to charge for those. I was thinking 8, but something like this, maybe 12 or 13. I don't know. I mean, those that do craft shows, if you could let me know, that'd be great. Even if you want to do it in a private message, I check those every day, because sometimes we don't like talking about price on our channels. But I'm so new at this, and I know it's not done around here. Last year I went to about 3 or 4, and nobody does them. So I think I can have great success. I just don't know what would be too high of a price. We come from a factory, or I'm in a factory town, and a lot of people are out of work. But I don't want to price them so low to where I'm not getting paid for my time. Does that make any sense? So anyways, so that's what I've been up to with crocheting, and I just love this hippo. It just looks so blessed cute. Little ears. But yeah, that's what I've been up to. I've been busy doing that. So I want to get a lot more accomplished this week, and hopefully every Thursday or Friday I'll come with, you know, what I've finished, and what I'm still working on. So I'm going to say goodbye because I have a lot to do. I have at least 2 more videos to get out today. So with that, I'll say goodbye. You guys have a great day.